Imagine a sitting U.S. president openly proposing to strip major television networks of their broadcasting licenses simply because he feels they are biased against him. This bold statement came from President Donald Trump on Thursday, causing waves in the media and political landscapes alike. But here's where it gets controversial. The backdrop to Trump's claim is the suspension of ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live program. Following contentious remarks made by Kimmel connecting a tragic shooting involving conservative activist Charlie Kirk to Trump's MAGA movement, this incident has sparked an intense debate about media freedom and government influence. President Trump made these remarks while speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One en route to a state visit in Britain on September 16, 2025. Emphasizing the overwhelming negativity he perceives in network coverage, Trump cited figures suggesting that 97% of media voices oppose him, even though he still secured victory in all 7 key swing states in the 2024 election. Highlighting the imbalance, he accused the networks of providing exclusively negative press coverage. "They only offer bad publicity," Trump complained. Then added, "I would think maybe their license should be taken away." This comment pointed directly at federal oversight, hinting that the government could revoke broadcasting rights for networks perceived as hostile. Importantly, Trump acknowledged that the ultimate decision on this matter lies with Brendan Carr, chairman of the Federal Communications Commission, FCC, whom he described as outstanding, a patriot, and a tough guy. The FCC plays a crucial role because broadcast networks like ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox require licenses from the commission to operate. These licenses allow their content to be broadcast over the airwaves, free of charge to viewers with antennas, distinguishing them from cable networks that rely on paid subscriptions. Chairman Carr had already hinted earlier in the week that ABC's license might be at risk if the network didn't respond appropriately to the fallout from Kimmel's comments about Charlie Kirk's alleged killer. Since ABC is owned by Disney, this raised questions about the intersection of corporate ownership, editorial decisions, and regulatory consequences. Trump did not stop with just ABC. He singled out late-night hosts like Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert on CBS, arguing that their shows consistently target him with criticism. "That's all they do," Trump said. He claimed these programs rarely feature conservative voices and function as extensions of the Democratic Party's agenda rather than unbiased news sources. He implied that such partisan slants should factor into decisions about whether networks deserve their broadcast licenses. Trump's framing challenges the traditional understanding of the First Amendment and press freedom. Is it appropriate for government regulators to police media content based on perceived bias? Or does this risk censorship and political retribution against dissenting voices? These questions lie at the heart of an ongoing debate about the role of media in democracy and how impartial or partisan our news really is. Adding fuel to the fire, Brendan Carr told CNBC on Thursday that changes to the media landscape are still unfolding as a direct result of Trump's political influence. The FCC chairman's stance signals that regulatory scrutiny of broadcasting content might become more aggressive, a prospect that worries many free speech advocates. This controversial scenario invites you to consider some tough questions. Should a president have the power to threaten the licenses of broadcasters whose editorial opinions he dislikes? How do we balance accountability in media with protection of free expression? And what impact could government intervention have on the diverse voices that shape American public discourse? Only time will tell how these tensions will evolve. But one thing is certain. This debate is far from over. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree with Trump's perspective that networks are unfairly biased and should face consequences? Or do you see this as a dangerous overreach that threatens media independence? Share your views below and join the conversation.